What's going on, guys? El Tiburon here with another pickups video. I've got video games, toys, movies, and also a package from my buddy SoCalEd, Edwin as I like to call him, from Edwin's Video Game YouTube channel. But first, let's get to some toys. Actually, before that, what am I thinking? I can't start one of these pickup videos without having a little swig. A little swig for my members out there now that I have channel memberships. Swig energy drink for everyone out there. Take a little swig right here, if you will. Just like Mama used to make. Okay, let's get to the toys first. Got a little Wario. I got it. I think that I got this at the antique shop in the Antelope Valley. I love me some Wario. It's kind of hard to find little figurines of them, and yeah, I had to snag it up. I think it was only like a couple bucks. It's a me Wario. I'm gonna win. Let's see what else do I got. I got a man called Sting. Got this at a swap meet. I think a couple bucks. It's like a USA themed Sting. It's Sting! I don't have a Sting figure, so very cool to have him. I got this guy, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase from, I think also the antique store. This antique store that I like to go to in the Antelope Valley, they run sales from time to time. And I think they had everything off for 20%. So had to take the $1 Million Man. I can do a lot of damage in WrestleFest as the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Don't come at me if you play WrestleFest and I got Ted DiBiase. Next up, it is the 50th anniversary of my favorite horror movie of all time, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original from 1974. I was at a Target and I saw they had a bunch of like Texas Chainsaw stuff. Some of it I already have, but this one, Toony Terrors from NECA. It's the Toony Terrors line. I love these figures. They're very cartoony and very, I don't know, they just kind of pop, I think, the way they make them. So really cool to have this. Like I said, it's not one of my, it is my favorite horror movie of all time. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now I can add this to the collection. And speaking of old Texas Chainsaw Massacre, got this little pretty woman plush. I had the Pretty Woman Toony Terror, and I had to get the Pretty Woman plush of a Leatherface. Really cool. I love that the mask even feels like a little like leathery, hence the name Leatherface. Really cool. I love the hair. It makes it like stand out more with the like scraggly hair. I found this little dude right here. He's from the Three Caballeros, a Disney movie I used to love as a kid. Not gonna lie, when I saw this, I got super nostalgic for that movie. I do own it on VHS, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I need to watch that one of these days on my little CRT TV. So this is the parrot. I don't remember the parrot's name, but there's also Donald Duck is in there, and then there's like a rooster that's like a cowboy kind of. So I hope they release that little rooster, the little cowboy rooster, and I can get him. I'll have this guy, and I'm sure Donald Duck would be an easy find. For the toys, I got one more. This had been kind of on my wish list for a while. The aliens from They Live. I think these are like the news reporters that come out like towards the end, and you know, you can see that they're aliens. Everyone's turning into alien on Earth. That's an alien in disguise. Really cool. I had been wanting this for a long time, but pretty steep price. AV Pop Shop was running a sale. I think it was everything was 15% off, so kind of took it upon myself to finally get one of these. Another swig of energy for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 50th anniversary, the greatest horror movie of all time. And I don't want to hear no goddamn Halloween from '78. Don't even come at me with Nightmare on Elm Street, or even Friday the 13th, which is my favorite horror movie franchise of all time. I don't even want to hear that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974 is the greatest horror movie of all time, god damn it.
Shut up, you bitch hog.
So put some respect on its name. Sorry, I don't know why I'm screaming at you guys. Let me get to the movies here. Of course, some VHS trash. Picked this up at the antique shop too. The Offspring. This is not, you know, the pretty flag for a white guy in a horror movie. Not sure what this is even about, but I always gotta read the tagline. My favorite thing of 80s horror movies are the taglines. Let's see what the tagline is. So the movie's called The Offspring. They were born to kill. Okay, that's like the subtitle. Now, what's the tagline? Welcome to Oldfield, Tennessee. Population deadly. I love that. I give that give that like a 4 out of 5. That tagline. Have no idea what this is about, but looking forward to check this out. I know I recently talked about cutting back on DVDs and even VHS, but come on, man. How can I pass up on Saturday Night Live? It's Saturday Night Live. The best of Dana Carvey. This guy was freaking hilarious on that show. You know, he had like the church lady and of course Wayne's World. But my favorite was always when he was a Carcinio, or when he was imitating Carson. Weird Wild Stuff. I love Dana Carvey and Saturday Night Live, so I had to get that. And yet another DVD. Even though I said I was cutting back on DVDs, I couldn't really pass up on this one because I probably will never see this anywhere else but at the swap meet. Desperados del Ring. So it's like a lucha libre show from the early 2000s. It looks like it's post WCW and maybe before, you know, Rey Mysterio went over to WWE, because he's on this card. So let's read off the card. In the main event, we got Ultraman 2000 versus Psychosis, which of course is mask versus mask. A very popular stipulation over in Mexico. Isn't Ultraman like a kaiju dude? On the undercard, we have Juventud Guerrera. This is the dad, not Juventud Guerrera Jr. This is Juventud Guerrera, Halloween, and Psychosis. Yeah, Psychosis did double duty here. Hopefully they paid him double. Versus Rey Mysterio Jr., Super Calo, and Leon Negro. I don't know Leon Negro, but Super Calo, kind of an underrated luchador in WCW. Next up, a tag match, Octagon and La Parca. La Parca is a top tier luchador for me. Top tier. Versus Cibernetico. Has one of the coolest masks ever, Cibernetico. And Heavy Metal. Man, a lot of these guys did like double duty. In the next match, Cibernetico again. Heavy Metal again. And Pierre Roth. Pierre Roth, he wrestled for a very short time in thinking like 98 for WWF. Versus Octagon again, La Parca again, and Conan, K-Dog. So very cool. And then it says includes 4 more matches: Mil Máscaras, Los Hombres de X, y Los Renegados, y más. Come on, I can't pass up on some lucha libre. I think I got it for like a couple bucks at the swap meet. Next up, Sin City on Blu-ray sealed. I think I got it for like $1. Really awesome movie. I think I haven't even seen it from beginning to end, but the little bit or maybe the half of the movie I saw, really loved it. Really loved the art style and just the look of the movie and how gory it is. I think it's based on like a comic book, right? Sin City. Really fun one. I need to watch it from beginning to end now. From Dusk Till Dawn. Come on, can't pass up on this one. This might have been a double actually. I think I already owned this, but yeah, I had to buy it. It was like $1 at the swap meet. Next up, Natural Born Killers. I was about to say Natural Born Thrillers, like the guy Sean O'Hare from WCW and Chuck Palumbo. But Natural Born Killers. This one is a double feature. It has Natural Born Killers and True Romance with Christian Slater. Whatever happened to Christian Slater? I used to dig Christian Slater. Next up, I got this at a yard sale. I bought this and a couple of movies. I think the guy gave them to me for like $5. But this is the Dark Knight trilogy. Recently, I did an episode on ranking the Batman movies from 1989 all the way to the current one with Twilight Dude. Yeah, so I saw this at a yard sale. I think I might have got it total with the other movies I got, like for $2 maybe, $1. So couldn't pass it up. This will take the place of my loose Dark Knight movies, and I'll slide that one in there. Insert inappropriate joke. This one I just got today, actually. I got this at the swap meet for $1. The Running Man with Schwarzenegger. I gotta admit, I've never seen The Running Man. I've never seen Total Recall. Can you believe that?
Boo this man!
I know. Boo, you should boo me. I don't know why I've never watched these movies, but I'm glad I was able to get this for $1. And I know it's got Jesse Ventura in it. Jesse the Body Ventura, so makes it even more of a must-watch. We're gonna go to some games now. You might see this in a future video, or maybe I already posted the video. I don't know. I got so many videos that I'm working on. I got Beast Wrestler. I think I've seen gameplay of this on YouTube, or I might have seen somebody stream Beast Wrestler. It's a game that kind of passed me by on the Sega Genesis days. I'm a big Sega Genesis fan, but I never heard of Beast Wrestler, and I was a huge fan of pro wrestling in the 90s. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to playing this. I know that I can just emulate this, but if I see this in a store, Beast Wrestler, a game like this that I missed out on, gotta pick it up, right? Gotta own it physically. Hopefully one day I can complete like the actual, complete it with the case and the manual. Speaking of case and manual, I got a CIB of Skate or Die on the Nintendo. This is a game, as soon as I saw it in the game store, I went to this game store in Burbank called Game Runs. It brought me back, man. I used to own this game, and I don't know why. I was never like a skater. I tried to skate like once when I was like 16, 17, and 8 gravel. I don't know why I used to play this so much as a kid. It was maybe one of those things where you just played what you had, and for some reason my parents bought me Skate or Die, and I used to just play the hell out of this game. Like the joust mode, I know there was a race where you had to go from like the top of an alley all the way to the bottom, and I think you had to like land on top of the cop car or something like that, or like jump over the cop car. Yeah, the joust in the swimming pool. There was the ramp ride where you're doing tricks. Really nostalgic. Not one that I do want to go back to it, but I have a feeling it's not gonna hold up. It's not gonna be as good as I remember, and honestly, even back then, I remember it being really hard. But just for the nostalgia, man, and just the look, this screams like late 80s, early 90s. Gotta own this CIB. Skate or Die. I think there was a part 2, right? Next up, Destruction Derby 2. I remember being hyped for the first Destruction Derby, and me like kind of liking it, but it was very limited. I think it had didn't have like a racing mode and then just like a Destruction Derby mode where everybody's just in the same pit. But I thought it was gonna be better than what it actually was. But I think I saw this at the swap meet. I think maybe for $1 or $2. Had to snag it. Got this at a yard sale. Super Street Fighter 4. I missed out on this one. Never played it, so I got it. I got it bundled in a yard sale. Double Dribble. If you watch my swap meet hunt videos, I got Double Dribble. I used to play the hell out of this game too. I remember I had a Korean friend named Kevin, And I just remember like on a Saturday morning we were just playing the hell out of this game. I think there's like a glitch in this game, right? With like I think you shoot like a certain 3-pointer and you can never miss. Next up, Kings of the Beach. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, but it was kind of bundled in with the double dribble at the yard sale. Next up, got this at the swap meet. WCW Mayhem. I have played this one. I don't remember this game being very good at all, but I got it for $1, which is honestly, it's all it's really worth is $1. Maybe even half of that. Maybe put it at 50% off, 50 cents, but it's a wrestling game. I love wrestling. Might as well get it. It might make for a fun stream one of these nights. Next up, probably a game I'm not keeping because my friend Killer Rules just told me this is an online only game. Starhawk. Got this at the swap meet, I think, for a couple bucks. Then I kind of did a little bit of Google research and I found out that this is actually the sequel to the Warhawk on the PS3. So I was like, oh, that's cool. What's going on, guys? Here with a last minute pickup I'm inserting because I received this game in the mail after my pickups video was recorded. This actually came from my buddy Wubs. So I wanted to make sure to add this in there. To give him a little shout out. He sends me Def Jam Vendetta. I've never played this game, but my buddy Tylord always tells me about this one and how much I would love it because it's a wrestling game. And you might be telling yourself, but he only sent you the disc. I told him I'm good with just the disc if you want to send me the game, because I actually already had the case and the manual. So really cool to own this game. I played through the sequel, Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York. I think that one's called, or Def Jam Fight for New York. But yeah, this one is more like of a pro wrestling game from what Tylord told me. So looking forward to check this one out. And if you haven't already done so, go check out my buddy Wubs at _my_top5. He recently did a video on my personal 5 favorite video games of all time. Really fun getting interviewed by him, and the video, the work, the editing, the music, everything he did to put that video together. That thing is amazing. So make sure you go down to the description and check out the link in the description to that video. And give my buddy Wubs a sub. Back to me flapping my gums about God knows what. I used to love, I don't know if the Warhawk on the PS3 and the Warhawk on the PlayStation 1 are connected, but I'm a big fan of that PS1 game. So that's why I picked it up for a couple bucks. It looks cool, has a cool cover. You look at the back, there's like ships and the shooting. Right up my alley, but I guess I won't be playing this because it is an online only game. Next up, I got G.I. Joe Operation Blackout. I'm not really a G.I. Joe fan. Never got into G.I. Joe outside of their theme song, that second theme song they had where it was like, got to get tough, go Joe. I used to love that theme song. But I got this at the swap meet, I think. How much were these games? I think they were like 2 for $5, 2 for $7, something like that. And I'm like, how bad can it be for $3.50 or $2.50? How bad can this game be? I'm sure it's like a very short game to play. It looks like it has online multiplayer and co-op. So I love co-op games. I love playing co-op games. So if somebody out there has it, maybe we can play it one day. And then last but not least, like I mentioned, my buddy over on EdwinsVideoGames YouTube channel. Check him out. He is like really good at making viral videos. He does some really fun Goodwill videos. He goes to this Goodwill in SoCal that sells like only electronics. Like, so he'll find like, I think he found like a backwards compatible PS3. He will sometimes get sealed games at that Goodwill, like sealed PS5, Xbox Series X. I don't know if he's gotten Switch, but sealed games. I like watching those videos. Makes me want to go there because I'm also in SoCal. But he does little giveaways on his channel. So go check him out. Like I said, I'll drop a link to his channel down below in the description. But I won one of his giveaways. I think I won like a game and a pin from Super Nintendo World over at Universal Studios. Oh yeah, I remember. He asked me, do you have Prince of Persia? No, I don't. So he sent me a brand new sealed one that he probably got at that Goodwill that sells electronics. So really cool. I've never actually, I think, played a Prince of Persia game. If you guys have, is this one any good? I mean, I'll keep it in my collection for now. And who knows? Once I get through my 1,000 games in my backlog, maybe I can play this one. But I will be keeping that one. Thanks, SoCalEd. And next up, he got me this pin from, like I said, Super Nintendo World out here in SoCal. This looks like it's a first year anniversary. So really cool because I have yet to go to Super Nintendo World. I've been waiting for the hype to die down. Hopefully now maybe I can go in fall and it won't be too terrible of a time. So thank you for getting this for me. I know he goes pretty often with his family, so appreciate this, but I'll probably put it on a backpack. Oh man, he sent me something else. What is this? Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Sent me like a poster or something. Yeah, this is pretty dope. It's like a Doom print. Doom Eternal. Oh, Doom Eternal. Big fan of Doom Eternal. I've never played any of the original Dooms from the 90s, but I love the ones that came out in, I think, 2016 and Doom Eternal. Love those games. Those are some of my favorites in the last 10 years. So thanks, man. I wasn't even expecting this. I'm gonna have to make room in my cluttered wall at some point. Maybe when I always have a thing where I rotate stuff in and out, so maybe I can rotate something out and put this in there. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for my pickups. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the other side later, everyone.